were allowed to perish. D2.
People were left to die, mostly poor, mostly people of color. Race had everything to do with the ethnic cleansing and the massacre of predominantly African-American people.
Well, she's right. She absolutely is right. The government did little.
Well, this is a government that believes that people should fend for themselves.
Right.
That's the philosophy of the party and the conservative group that has control of the country right now.
There is no doubt in my mind that, as far as I know, I had articles going way back, years back, where they were saying they need funds to fix these levees that hold off the kind of horror that we've seen.
But not only do they need funds to fix these levees, the Federal Emergency Management Agency has been gutted because they don't think it's important. That's why they couldn't respond this time in a tragedy.
And I do believe Ray sent it into. If it was an economically more vibrant area,
the people would have gotten in their cars as they did and driven out.
That's right.
They saved themselves, and that's what this government is all about. You should be able to save yourself. Here's Hodges again, who got into an argument with one of the Congress people on the panel.
I resent being told that I'm lying about people having machine guns on us. And about thousands of people were held at gunpoint.
Well, you know, until you've been through something like that, you would feel the same way. I mean, the response was ridiculously slow. The president was criticized. And believe me, if it had been a wealthier community, you would have seen an impeachment over that.
Well, the point is that Congress has gone unscathed, and they've gone back to business as usual, trying to figure out what to do about cable and satellite.
I tell you, if I was a black man living in New Orleans and an emergency like this popped up, I would put white makeup on and disguise myself as white and then get saved.
There was nobody coming into that area, so you wouldn't have gotten out anyway.
Oh, my plan foiled again.
The few white people died with the black people.
We all know what Kanye West said. President Bush doesn't like black people.
Here's Katrina survivor Diane French. She says the storm and the government response won't make African Americans disappear.
We ain't going nowhere. Roaches.
A couple more levees, you know. Everyone will
Let her talk, please.
All right.
We ain't going nowhere. Roaches and black folk, they've been tried to exterminate, eliminate us. We're still there.
That's
we plan to be there. Whatever it takes. Tent city, no city, sleeping in cars, whatever we got to do.
I'm just depressed that you can't get rid of roaches.
Wow. Here is Doreen Keeler, who was an evacuee, and she says that there is an aspect of racism to contend with. D5.
And I think if it was not poor African Americans who would be most affected by this, there would have been a plan in place, there would have been equipment in place, there would have been everything needed in place to get folks out.
Certainly, if it had been a wealthier community, the response would have been quicker. That's it. Bottom line.
The wealthy people don't even live where they could be flooded.
That's this situation. I'm just saying, in any type of catastrophe, the reason there were so many people ignored is everyone was like, you know, who cares?
You know what? We're not even aware of how bad it was in Florida. Why? Because the governor of Florida is the president's brother, and so we aren't even getting any news about the devastation there. The Federal Emergency Management Agency is not capable of responding to these kind of disasters anymore.
Right.
Here's Congressman Christopher Shays, who challenges one of the allegations made by the evacuees, E1.
When I hear that you were on your porch and you saw that the levee was blown up and bombed, I can't let that pass. I don't let that pass. Come go home with me. I don't know if that's theater or the truth.
So there are people who actually think the levees were blown up. They didn't just fall down.
I don't believe that.
That's what I'm saying, that there are people there who really believe that they were targeted and that it was an intended situation to wipe them out.
There was more effort put into finding JFK Jr.'s body after he flew that plane than there was to in the first 2 days to respond to this catastrophe.
Well, they say that there are still people who have no identification. You know, there are a lot of people who died. And they need to do some DNA testing, and the money has been set aside, but it hasn't been done. And so people still don't know where their loved ones are and what happened to them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a bad situation, and it's going to create a lot of bad blood and bad repercussions if the government doesn't get off its butt and start doing what it's supposed to do.
All right. What else is in the news, Robin?
Some Billboard Awards were given out.
Right.
50 Cent and Green Day were big winners at last night's Billboard Music Awards, picking up 6 awards each. Got some sound from some of the people who were involved. 𝗫𝗫 and American Idol winner Carrie Underwood both took 3 awards home.
What kind of award show is that? Carrie Underwood and Carrie Underwood doesn't even have an album, does she?
Yes, she does, Howard.
Oh, my God.
𝗫𝗫 told reporters one of her biggest influences was the late John Lennon, who died 25 years ago this month.
You're kidding me.
You know, they might not have pulled that. I don't have a number.
Hold this.
Dang.
Well, here's Carrie Underwood, who says she's happy to be accepted by other country artists.
Anywhere I go where I get to sing with them or get to meet all these people, I mean, they're so nice. And they're like, welcome. Glad you're part of the family.
Shut up.
They're not real musicians either.
Well, that's why there's no real criteria for getting in that group. NBC is announcing a deal with iPod to sell programming from their TV networks to the Apple company, so you will be able to download shows to your video iPod. A lot of people were wondering if the video iPod would sell since there wasn't much material to go on it. Now NBC and Universal have made a deal. You'll be able to get shows like Law & Order, The Office, The Tonight Show with Jay Leno.
I can't wait till I go blind looking at that thing. Can you imagine trying to watch a show on that screen? All we wanted was bigger screens.
And now we're shrinking them and trying to watch TV on them. You'll also be able to get shows from USA Network and the Sci-Fi Channel.
I can't wait to watch movies like Star Wars and Spider-Man on an iPod. I can't tell you what a thrill that's going to be.
Yeah, that's the way to enjoy them.
With one eye closed.
And let's take a break. We'll be back right after these words.
Howard Stern. This is
Howard Stern.
The Howard Stern KG.
Reading in the paper here that you don't have any friends and you don't want it.
That's right.
Well, fine.
I'm hideous.
I'm a monster.
Be that way. I don't care.
Oh, I'm sorry, Robin.
No, it's all right. Not Osama bin Laden, Saddam Hussein.
Same thing.
Who you said should be given back his country.
Absolutely.
I think he's feeling like, he's going to get it back any time now because he's really taken over this trial of his. He has these outbursts in court. And yesterday he told them, look, I don't have any more clean underwear, so I will not be here tomorrow if I don't get some clean underwear. So the trial is delayed. Saddam would not participate today.
I got to tell you, I was kind of annoyed. Howard Dean, who is the head of the Democratic Party, came out and said that, we should basically leave Iraq, that the war is not winnable. And now in the New York Post, they're calling him these horrible names, and he's a monkey. What do they call him, a monkey?
Howard the Coward, and what was the other
Something
one?
monkey.
Because the headline was Howard the Coward.
It's such a weird thing in this country. And they did this during the Vietnam War. I don't think there's a more patriotic person on this planet than me. I love the country. In fact, I don't even like leaving the country. The fact of the matter is, if you question the war, why would the New York Post editorialize?
And it's a personal attack. It's not really about what you're saying.
And call him Howard the Coward. I don't see anybody on the New York Post going over to fight the war. What kind of cowards are they? I love all these guys who call other people cowards. Is it cowardly to say maybe the war is wrong, that maybe this was all a big mistake? Is that cowardly, or is that saying, hey, I'm looking out for a soldier's life? There's this knee-jerk thing on the right wing to paint everyone a coward who might say that the war is not justified. I don't think there were any people saying the war in Afghanistan wasn't justified. They understood it.
We still aren't. That war is still going on and people are there. Nobody is complaining about that war.
The Iraq thing is so bizarre because it's an arbitrary pick. And as a matter of fact, you could almost make the argument that, like I said in the paper today, Saddam Hussein wasn't our worst enemy over there. As big a crackpot as he is, totalitarian despot, he certainly was afraid of the terrorists taking over his own country.
Seems that way.
You bet.
And so the enemy of my enemy is my friend type
exactly.
of thing, you know?
The idea that we picked this country over Iran, who's developing nuclear weapons, has taken our people hostage.
South Korea.
South Korea. I mean, if you were going to, North Korea, if you were going to pick hot spots to go attack.
Oh, they called him a weasel.
Yeah, they called Howard Dean a weasel, Howard the coward. I mean, it is despicable that anybody would be called all of these names by a newspaper, not even on their editorial page.
Yeah, I had to flip through the front to see what paper I was reading. I said, what in the world? I've never seen an article like this before.
Howard Dean is a big French surrender monkey. I mean, who's coming up with these terms? That's not even a cool term, a surrender monkey.
A French surrender monkey. I don't even know that such a thing exists.
You know, the fact of the matter is the war was, even if we went to war, was misguided in the sense that we didn't get our allies to pony up. We should have made all of them help us so that we could secure the borders of Iraq. So it is the weirdest personal attack on this guy because he's questioning the war.
And it doesn't seem to matter how badly the war goes. It's still, you know, America right or wrong.
And I love the New York Post calling Howard Dean a coward. I mean, who on the New York Post? Who owns that? Rupert Murdoch? What part of his family is fighting in the war in Iraq? How many of Rupert Murdoch's direct relatives are in the war? How many of any of those Fox television guys? John Gibson, Bill O'Reilly.
Well, Geraldo went when he was working for Fox.
Geraldo went over. I mean, how many of these guys have put up? How do they call someone a coward when they haven't fought in one war? I mean, it's a shocking thing. It's the Vietnam thing all over again.
Yeah, it's bad.
And let me tell you something. If everyone had to fight in this war, if there was a draft tomorrow, I guarantee you, Rupert Murdoch and everyone else would be against the war. They wouldn't want their sons. They wouldn't want their grandsons going.
And that's why we should reinstitute the draft. Let's really be accountable when we send people off to die.
That's right. I mean, you would see an uprising in this country like you'd never saw. You would see an anti-war movement that would rival the Vietnam days.
Yeah, there'd be some real scrutiny before you ever got into a war. Yeah. There'd have to be a real good reason for it. And if it was shown that the weapons of mass destruction you thought were there weren't there, it would be over. It would be done, and that president would be out of office.
Fox News would relocate to Canada if...
if they had to go.
If they had to go to Iraq and fight. That's the difference. I mean, what's the big deal about questioning a war?
I thought that was why we had free speech. So you could say an opposing point of view.
It's the most American thing you could do.
Somehow when you try to exercise it, you're wrong, wrong, wrong.
They drew a picture of him holding Jane Fonda's book, and it says, his primer on how to be a traitor. Now he's a traitor. I don't know. I like the idea that people question a war. I don't know. Call me nuts, but it got me thinking.
Traitor. That's really unfair.
It's really supposed to be what the country is about. I think we're over there because Saddam Hussein didn't let people voice their opinions.
Anyway, what else in the news, Robin?
Do you know where your child is sexually?
No. I mean, I think I don't know. Really? I don't want to know. I know she's a girl. All of them. That's it. That's the only sex I want to know about.
Oh, dear. Approximately 1 in 5 adolescents has had sexual intercourse before his or her 15th birthday.
Howard, say you have a son. He's 13.
Go ahead.
Comes to you and says he just had sex. Are you proud of him or worried?
Worried.
You're worried.
Yeah, it's a little young.
At 13.
Yeah.
What's the appropriate age? 15?
15, 16.
Yeah?
Sure.
Then you're going to say, yeah, give him a slap on the back?
No, I'm going to say, did you have sex with a woman or a man?
That's the next question.
Many parents are unaware that their young children have had sex. Only about 1/3 of parents of non-virgin 14-year-olds believe that their child has had sex. Hey, so many parents are in the dark.
Right.
Teens who have had sex were more likely than virgins to engage in other risky behaviors, like smoking, illegal drugs, and drinking once a week or more. Approximately 1 in 7 sexually experienced 14-year-old girls reports having been pregnant.
Oh, my God.
And relationships between a young teen, aged 12 to 14, and a partner at least 2 years older or more are more likely to include intercourse compared with young teens who are dating partners about the same age. So if your kid comes home with a kid 2 years older, watch out.
Right.
They're probably going to do it.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Today is an anniversary. Do you remember which one it is?
Well, tomorrow, December 8th, John Lennon.
I did not ask you about tomorrow.
Happy today?
I asked you about today. Today is December 7th.
I don't know what it is.
A day that will live in infamy?
You mean when Artie stayed in bed all day?
The attack on Pearl Harbor happened today.
Oh, you see, I should know that.
Pearl Harbor.
That's right.
But tomorrow is the 25th anniversary of Lennon.
Take it easy. I'm doing something here.
Okay.
The hell with Pearl Harbor. We're on John Lennon.
We really should remember that America was attacked for the first time.
That's right.
Today.
That's right.
And it was a big deal. And now we have lived through our second attack on our soil with September 11th. So today should not be overlooked simply because we've lived through September 11th. And yes, tomorrow is the 25th anniversary of the death of John Lennon here in New York. They say that Yoko Ono plans a meditation. Whatever she does will be in private. She does not plan to do anything of a public nature. Once again, reviewing information from the doctor who treated John Lennon in the ER that night. He says even today John Lennon could not have been saved. That's how much damage was done by the bullets pumped into him by Mark David Chapman. And he also says that Yoko fell to the floor and started banging her head against the floor to such a degree that he thought he was going to have a second patient. He could not believe the grief she displayed at that moment. She just would not believe him. She kept screaming, "You're lying, you're lying, he's not dead," and beating her head against the floor.
Was John Lennon dead on arrival at the hospital, or was he still alive?
He was still alive,
wow.
But there was so much damage to the vessels that lead away from his heart that there was nothing to be done. There was no way to connect everything and no way to get blood pumping through the rest of his body to his lungs and to his brain.
How long did he live in the hospital?
I think they worked on him. I forget. You know, I read this on Sunday. They worked on him for a while. He was alive when he was taken by police car to the hospital. It wasn't even an ambulance. They put him in a police car, and he was alive at that time because people said, you know, he was trying to communicate, and, you know, at that point even, blood was coming out of his mouth. So
I know from the movies,
to the hospital.
Once blood starts coming out of your mouth, you're finished.
That's right. It's pretty much done. And so they rushed him to the hospital, and they were working on him. But as soon as, you know, they opened his chest, and they were going to do heart massage. And that's when they realized as much, you know, they were pumping in blood. And, you know, when you pumped his heart, it was just pumping right into his chest.
Wow. Boy, he was the greatest.
So there you go. John Lennon's anniversary tomorrow. Michael Jackson's family says they're worried about him because he's binging in Bahrain.
In other words, he's eating a lot.
No, he is popping pills. He has a pill problem, according to his family. And they say they got a call from the nanny who takes care of his 3 children. And she apparently thinks he's completely out of control. She can't handle him anymore. And she's made a cry for help to the family. Randy Jackson has said that he wants to go over there and do an intervention. And they're hoping that Sister Janet will bankroll this very expensive trip for the family to go over there and get him some help. They want to get him into rehab. A spokesperson for Jackson says that this is a total lie. He apparently is not having any problems, according to him. I want to say congratulations to Marilyn Manson, who just tied the knot with Dita Von Teese.
Dita Von Teese.
Nice to know that some people still believe in love.
Right.
Yeah, she's hot.
And are willing to take the plunge.
We believe in love if you're hot.
Right.
Well, you got to be willing to take the plunge.
You got to be hot.
Got to be plunging, too.
Right.
Yeah, the hell of gay people. We shouldn't be letting ugly people get married.
Oh, and I do have the date for all of you who are wondering when Elton John is getting married. It'll be December 31st.
Oh, cool.
As I recall.
Imagine the wedding night.
They said he and his partner will be hitching themselves to each other in the same place that...
mine, or mine each, my possession.
Prince Charles and Camilla tied the knot.
They're going to hit each other.
Actress Valerie Bertinelli, unfortunately, has figured that after 3 years of separation, they are not getting back together. So she has filed for divorce from guitarist Eddie Van Halen.
Is it really fair to put the word actress before her name at this point?
They have cited irreconcilable differences as the reason for their split. And also another marriage that will not be making it through the holidays is Christina Applegate. Her husband has filed for divorce in California. She's on Broadway right now. So, hate to see people breaking up over the holiday, but I guess it happens. They are going to do a New Year's Rockin' Eve this year, of course.
Thank God.
Because they got Ryan Seacrest, who will handle most of the duties. And
they're killing me by giving this guy work. I mean, really, it's upsetting to me.
And they're hoping that Dick Clark will be making an appearance. That's going to be the first time we see him since he suffered a stroke last year.
Oh, I can't wait.
So you'll be staying up late that night.
Hi, I'm Ryan Seacrest, and here's my co-host, Dick Clark. How you doing, pal? All right, what do you want to do on the show tonight? All right, Vyers. Whatever. Well, hey, Dick, we're going to drop you like we dropped the ball. Okay.
Well, here's some of the bands that are going to be showing up to rock us into the new year. Sugarland with their hit Baby Girl.
Also, Ed Torian's going to be there.
Ed Torian.
Our lie detector guy. Is he going to make a speech on...
Oh, we haven't even... Is he on the list? Has anybody called him?
Has anyone in the crowd ever called Amaruso and Nick?
Also,
Chris Brown is going to be there.
Right.
With Run It. See?
That's not it. All right, Chris Brown.
You guys have
yeah. And Dick Clark says they're very, very good, don't you, Dick?
Also, Sean Paul.
Dick, why did you choose Sean Paul? What? Okay.
The Pussycat Dolls.
You know what? Why don't we do our own New Year's special and just all Baba Booey songs?
There you go.
Wow.
Well, here's the Pussycat Dolls.
We do have the channel for it. Maybe I should do my own Rockin' New Year's Eve, January 1st.
Keep Seacrest from being a star. That's one way to do it.
Seacrest, out!
And then I could do On Demand Live. Well, here I am creating work for myself.
There you go. You'll be...
Anyway, well, okay, I'll think about it. Maybe next New Year's we do that. I'll prepare for it for the year.
Something to think about.
We'll do our own Rockin' New Year's Eve. I got my own goddamn channel.
Now, I didn't get to this yesterday, but they were going to have the Victoria's Secret fashion show on TV last night. And they had spoken to Giselle Bundchen prior...
Oh, don't talk to her. It ruins the whole magic.
Prior to the show. And she says there's more to that show than lingerie, too?
It's not a typical fashion show, I would say. I think it's more like an event. It's like a show, it's like a whole package. You know, there is the fashion show and there is a performance. You know, this year we're going to have Ricky Martin and Seal performing.
I can't believe you're going to have Ricky Martin and Seal, two guys who are really on fire. Yay! It's not a fashion show. It's a bunch of girls walking down a runway while Seal and Ricky Martin sing. What is that?
It's more than a fashion show.
Okay.
Here's Giselle saying that models are kept really busy during this fashion show.
You know, it's fun to see everyone. It's fun to... But it's definitely a lot of work. I mean, it's not like we're just sitting there like...
It's not a fashion show. It's more like a Heidi Cortez Tissue Time show. Guys can pull their pants down and pleasure themselves. All right, whatever.
Jessica Simpson is in The Dukes of Hazzard, and that's now available on DVD, and she is single. Once again, she has announced that she's leaving her husband. Here she explains why she wanted to be a part of this film, A5.
The spirit of the TV show is something that I really loved, and when I heard that they were making the movie, I basically knocked down Billy Gerber's door, and
How depressing.
Well.
All right, Robin, thank you.
One of these days she could be yours. A4 is Belinda Luscombe, who is, I guess, one of the producers of that Steven Spielberg movie, Munich.
We're back on that movie?
That it's been a pet project of his for a long time. A4.
This is a story that has been close to Spielberg's heart for some time, I think.
All right. You know what? I've had enough. It's
She
time
is
to go.
actually the arts editor of Time magazine, and she has seen that very important film. Yeah. And that's what's happening.
It's more important I see King Kong. All right. We'll see you tomorrow. We're having that whole Jewy debate whether to take off Rosh Hashanah.
Oh, I always take it off because...
Me too.
Is that the one where you fast?
No, that's Yom Kippur. That's a Friday. But I don't think we're going to take it off.
We're not?
No.
That's when I knew I was in show business. The first Rosh Hashanah where I had like William Morris was my first agency. That was like a big agency. And I stopped by there on Rosh Hashanah. It was like, hello.
Rosh Hashanah.
Yeah, right. No one's there.
We have to take it off. That's a major holiday.
No. Nah. You need to work. You need work.
I have to be at Temple.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, my parents used to be like, you know, they would like criticize people who worked on that holiday.
Yeah.
They're like, look at it, disgusting. You know, so... Fat. Working. It's very bad. It's such a bad example. So, it's been sort of...
Drummed into you.
Me, I'm just looking for days off. Days where I can sit at home and stare at the wall.
When is Rosh Hashanah?
Rosh Hashanah is, I don't know, Gary sent me some email on it. He's waiting for a decision. Okay, let's say hi to Eric. Eric, you're on the air. Good morning. In Hoboken, New Jersey.
Howard, the last time I spoke to you, I asked you if Beth decided to bring another beauty into the bed, would you actually be able to handle it? Excuse me. And... you know, your answer was pretty clear. You said you could handle it, and I think the discussion wasn't so much on physically could you do it, but, you know, emotionally and...
Yeah, I think I could handle it. I mean, I think so. I don't know.
Oh, don't even go there.
I might get jealous, though. I get jealous of anyone. Hey, this just popped in my head. I got to talk to you about this. So, I had an appointment yesterday afternoon, and I'm sitting in my car because I was early with Beth. About, I don't know, we were about 15 minutes early. And the cool thing about my car is the windows are blacked out, so I get to look at everyone, and they can't see me.
Right.
So I'm sitting in front of, like, CNN building, and I see Lou Dobbs. You know who he is?
Yeah.
Yeah. I watch him all the time, Lou Dobbs.
I was
like,
just watching the replay of his show, getting ready this morning. It's weird.
Yeah, I like to see him on that replay.
Yeah.
So it's really weird because he was standing out in front of the CNN building talking to some dude. You know, when I first pulled up, and I'm like, wow, that's Lou Dobbs. And Beth doesn't watch CNN, really. So she was like, well, who's that? I go, that's a big deal, Lou Dobbs. He's got the financial report on CNN, right? You know, distinguished-looking dude and everything. So he's standing in front, and he's smoking a cigarette, which was weird for me because whenever you see somebody smoking a cigarette, you have sort of a different impression of him now.
I thought he had it together.
Yeah, right. Like, you know, it almost reminds me of a baby with his bottle, and he's got to have a cigarette. So he's smoking a cigarette, whatever. He's talking to a guy, and he stands out on the street, and, you know... I was fascinated watching Lou Dobbs, and he's just standing out there, and he's a distinguished guy and everything. He's got a shirt and tie, and he kind of stands there, like the guy who's talking to him is focused on Lou, but Lou's kind of looking around the street. I think he's waiting to see if people recognize him and shit, but this is just my take on it.
This This was amazing.
leading in.
This is amazing about New York City. This guy Lou Dobbs having a cigarette doesn't realize the host of the biggest radio show ever
is watching,
and the most analytical motherfucker ever is watching every move.
Let me be analytical. Let me be analytical.
Howard hates when this is done to him.
Yeah. Well, anyway, but this is Artie just pulled the microphone up. It's like Bam Bam. I was like Bam Bam. He grabbed the microphone and the whole thing just broke.
Honestly, this is. I mean, guys. All right, I'll do stand up. Forget it. I get rid of it.
I gotta tell you.
What are you going to do with that?
Nothing. Don't continue your
story. Just use the other microphone and Scott will fix it during the break.
Fine. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right. Anyway, so what are you going to do? Just hold it? Can you?
Is this going to bug you if I'm holding it?
No.
No, I can hold it fine. So just go ahead. It's all right.
So anyway, I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh, wow, this is fascinating. I'm going to check out Lou Dobbs standing on the street corner there. So, like, he has this move where he smokes a cigarette. He then lights a second cigarette.
With the cigarette?
Off the other one.
No, he takes out the pack. But immediately, I'm saying within 30 seconds, the next cigarette's lit.
Oh, man.
He's chain smoking.
So, yeah, he's probably...
All right. But, you know, I was a smoker. So now he smokes 2. Within the 15 minutes I'm there, he went through 5 cigarettes in a row.
Are you serious?
He walks down the street like a little bit, but he walks with this other guy. They're talking, and they really have an animated conversation.
Does the other guy smoke?
No.
Oh, that poor bastard. He's got to sit there and breathe Lou Dobbs smoke?
Oh, my God. I was like, wow, I'm watching Lou Dobbs killing himself.
Wow.
Like, I'm a fan.
What's wrong with him? 5 cigarettes in 15 minutes.
So then I said to Beth, must be in the CNN building, like most buildings, they don't allow smoking.
Of course.
Okay, so he goes out and, like, he's getting it all out. But motherfucker, 5 cigarettes. This guy's so addicted to cigarettes.
And you know what pisses me off? When they do those profiles on 60 Minutes, because they just profiled him last season.
Yeah.
Nobody ever says he smokes cigarettes like he's going, crazy.
I mean,
that's a major personality thing to me.
Yeah, it's major. It was like, wow, the guy cannot stop smoking. So he had 5 cigarettes. We counted every one. When he got up to number 4, those were all in a row. And then he waited about a minute and a half and then lit up a 5th one.
How does he stay in the building?
I don't know. The guy's unbelievably addicted. And then I'm watching and then, like, he really likes when people say hello to him and stuff. He stops.
He's gracious.
He puts out his hand to shake people's hands. Some black dude walked by, looked like a messenger type. Lou Dobbs puts his hand out because he wants to shake hands. It's like, stops him.
Looking for attention.
Yeah, and I was like, and I said, like, Beth said, gee, I would never know this guy was a famous guy. I said, yeah. She goes, but it's fascinating watching Lou Dobbs. I go, this is the greatest.
This is the greatest TV show ever.
Watching Lou Dobbs.
Well, that's reality. That really is reality.
That is reality.
Yeah. But, he must really suck them down, too, because to smoke them that quickly.
Like, really fast, and he's really into it, and he loves that cigarette.
It's got to get in his lungs quickly.
Right, he's got a major deficit of nicotine going on there.
I used to feel really weird when they'd come back from the break on The Tonight Show, and Johnny Carson would just be putting out a cigarette.
Yeah, he always did that move.
He always had that move.
Right.
And I don't know, you used to think there was a dark side to Johnny based on that cigarette thing. I didn't know much about Johnny Carson. Turns out there was a big dark side. But Lou Dobbs became like this kind of hopelessly addicted guy.
Right, but you hear him on that show at night, and he knows everything. He's got the answer to everything.
Well, it drives me...
Doesn't mean he's not smart.
It drives me crazy.
It's not about whether you're dumb if you smoke cigarettes.
He's addicted to cigarettes. There's a lot of smart people who are addicted to things in history.
What are we saying?
I'm not saying I'm one of them. I'm saying, what does that have to do with intelligence?
He's stupid.
It was driving me crazy that a guy, anybody in broadcasting who uses their voice, it drives me crazy.
I smoke all the time. It sucks. I know. I'm saying, so did Churchill. Come on, guys.
He didn't know it was going to kill him.
Well, of course he did. He had to know some of those fatty foods over there. But it's funny you say this, Howard, how it changes your opinion. When I was a kid, the first book I ever read was the Hank Aaron story, actually. And I loved Hank Aaron. So he got traded to the American League his last couple of years. He played for the Milwaukee Brewers. And in 1976, the Yankee Stadium had just opened. My uncles and my father took me to see Hank Aaron play for the Brewers. He struck out 4 times that day. It was so embarrassing. He'd gotten heavy and everything. They're taking pictures of him. We were in the upper deck, and we got a picture of Hank Aaron smoking a cigarette in the corner of the dugout. Wow. And it really was like...
Blew your mind.
As a kid, it blew my mind.
Yeah.
And Karen's like, fuck it, I'm 40, I got the record, I'm going to have a cigarette. But it made me, as a child, feel very differently about it.
Yeah, I was like, wow, Lou Dobbs was really addicted.
Yeah.
It was really fascinating watching him smoke that many cigarettes. And then I got out of the car.
Well, that is crazy to smoke that many cigarettes.
Then I got out of the car and a bunch of fans kind of congregated around and were like, hey, Howard. And,
did you reach out and shake their hand?
No. Lou was like watching me, though. I didn't know that.
You took all his fans.
Yeah, well, he it's funny. Like, a lot of people didn't recognize Lou Dobbs.
Well, he's not a...
No, but some people did.
Right. I know the name before the face. Like, I'd have to go, hey, Lou Dobbs. All
Lou Dobbs,
okay.
CNN.
Yeah, I don't know if it would immediately come to me if I saw him on the street.
That's another game we can play. Put Lou Dobbs on the street, so many people recognize him. In fact, I've got an appointment to go back out there at the same time today and watch him.
Maybe he'll be there.
Actually, people like that are creatures of habit. I bet he is there at the same exact time.
I need to go see Lou Dobbs.
It's time for my 5 cigarette break.
It would be funny to me, because there might be a guy who just has to go downstairs with Lou Dobbs while he smokes.
Yeah, it was really weird. The guy who's talking to Lou Dobbs, like, doesn't take his eyes off Lou Dobbs, but Lou Dobbs, he has one of those moves where when he's talking, he's looking around the whole street, waiting to see who notices him, and he walks up and down.
Yeah.
He's fascinating to watch.
It could be that guy's Lou Dobbs walker, and he has to just be there while he smokes the 5 cigarettes.
Yeah. It was really weird, though. It was a lot of fun. I liked it. And then I went home. I finished the movie Zodiac.
Oh, how great.
It was really, really good. And I was just reading in the newspaper, the #1 rental right now is Zodiac.
Well, good. It's going to make its money in the rental.
I watched it again yesterday because you got me psyched to watch it. I bought the DVD.
Yeah.
So what do you... Robin, you saw it?
Yeah.
Like, clearly, I love that it's got a clear answer at the end. That guy, Graysmith, obviously thinks it's that Arthur Lee Allen guy. Right. And but the most fucked up flaw in that whole investigation thing is that kid at the end who positively IDs him. Mm-hmm. Like, that's the first time they were able to find that guy? I mean, like, think about it. That guy saw him when he shot him. And he made a positive ID in 1991. They weren't, to me, every effort would have been to find that motherfucker. They just said in the beginning they covered it by going, you know what, he got out of the hospital and we can't find him.
And if you want to know what we're talking about, it's the movie Zodiac. Go rent it. Because probably people don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, if they've never seen it, they have no clue what you're talking about.
You have to reserve this conversation for the Zodiac channel.
Well,
yeah, maybe you'll start a Zodiac group.
I think I just fucked up the whole movie for everybody anyway.
Yeah, you kind of did.
Well, who cares?
They wonder what you're talking about. By the way, the second rental in DVD sales is the number 23. What is that?
That was awful. That's with Jim Carrey.
I don't know what that means. What is that, the number 23?
Well, you'd have to see the movie because it's, that's... But it's
I remember the commercial for that. It was that Jim Carrey.
And he was in this room scribbling all over the walls. 23,
like it was his number.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, it's a drama.
Yeah, it's sort of a weird kind of mystery thing, but it isn't.
The third most popular DVD sale is Premonition. What's that?
Premonition is the one with Sandra Bullock, where she keeps thinking that her husband is killed in a car accident, but maybe not, and she can do something about it.
Oh, is that good?
I fell asleep watching it on a plane.
Okay. What is The Hills Have Eyes 2? That's number 4.
That's a horror film, and that's the sequel to The Hills Have Eyes.
Oh, I never knew that one. And Stargate SG-1, the complete 10th season, is the 5th. Is Stargate good?
Stargate is a TV series that's on... It used to be on one of the pay channels, and then it went to Fox, and now it's on Sci-Fi, I think.
Right.
People like it. I've never watched it.
Wow. All right, that's what I wanted to know.
Back to Beth.
What about Beth? Oh, about being with another woman? I mean, like, it would be kind of exciting, but emotionally, I don't know if I could handle it. I've said that before. I mean...
Right, so
I could probably get jealous of somebody without a dick even, you know what I mean? Like most guys are like, hey, it's just another chick. She's not going to fall in love, but maybe she would.
Well, that's my point. Assume for a minute Beth did bring another woman into the bed, and you had a wonderful night. You guys banged all night. It was great. You watched your woman with another beautiful chick, and, you know, your fantasy came true, and that was that. Maybe in the morning you didn't even stop to eat breakfast. You went out for a run and let Beth handle kicking her out of the house. And, you know, it goes on. That's it. It's over. So a couple days go by, and Beth maybe wakes up one morning and realizes that she kind of, you know, liked that girl enough even to go out to lunch with her. They go out.
Yeah, that would fuck my head up.
Yeah, they go out to lunch, they go shopping all day,
And they go out and eat each other out?
Right. You don't know what they're doing out there.
No, it wouldn't work for me.
Someone else has her attention.
Yeah, I'm a real baby. I mean, I get insulted if Beth even, like, doesn't pay enough attention to me, and even if she pays too much attention to the dog. I'm like a real fucking psycho. I mean, I like constant attention, man.
Don't we all?
Yeah, but I'm a little...
Oh, I don't.
I'm way needy. No, Robin isn't like that, I'm telling you. I'm like fucked up.
Leave me alone.
I'm looking to sort of change that. I don't think it's healthy for me because it makes me too dependent on people.
I think at this point, if you're...
Nah, I could change. I'm telling you, I'm capable of change.
You think?
Yeah.
So let me ask you, if Beth realized she needed to have a relationship, maybe even an emotional relationship.
Oh, fucking forget it. I'd get her right out of the door.
That bullshit could only lead to bad things.
Yeah.
You'd have to break up with her?
Yeah. I mean, I don't even like when, like, you know, just Beth's busy doing, like, she's doing something tonight, and I don't even like that, you know. But I know she's got to be her own person and do shit on her own. But, I'm just like, I don't like anything. I'm so negative, and I'm just, like, really fucked up.
I have the Beth ultimatum for you.
All right.
Okay. If Beth was with another woman, you'd have to leave her. You'd have to break up with her.
Yeah, if she was with anybody emotionally, I'd get the fuck out of that.
If you were number one.
And I'd go bang Carmen Electra.
If you had to choose between losing Beth or between losing the wonderful Robin 𝗛𝗻𝗄𝗿, which would you choose?
That's not fair.
Making a living is very important. The team has to stay together. I mean, no, I'm not answering that. I mean, they're both important to me. I don't have to make that choice.
Well, you had to.
You know.
Instead of...
All right, we're on a boat. You can only save one of them.
See, well, that Mary McCormick movie...
On a boat, he's saving the one he's banging around.
I think she's going to call in next week. This movie that's coming out that Mary's in, she's the lead in. After this, like, this smart bombs...
Thank you, Fred.
Fred was an evil...
What did Fred say?
You were on to the next thought, but I said that, you know, on the boat, he's saving the one he's banging. And then Fred goes, "You're chum, Rob."
I got an easy one for you. If you had one or the other, you had to, okay? I'll start off with some easy ones. If you had to kill one or the other, who would you choose? Ralph Cirillo or Ronnie the limo driver?
Like a Sophie's Choice kind of thing?
That's tough. Ronnie's really good with organizing all that driving shit.
Ralph's a really good phone call.
That would be really...
You'd better say Ronnie.
That would be really hard for me because Ronnie, like, kind of pulls that all together.
I think all you got to do is look at... You got to look at one Letterman appearance of you in 1985, and you're going to go with Ralph.
Yeah, but if someone in here gets out of hand, Ralph ain't anywhere to be found.
Well, where's Ronnie? Sleeping.
Well, yeah, when has he been found?
He might come in and bite somebody in the ankle, at least.
I'm just thinking who would be easier to replace, Ralph or Ronnie? Because Ralph does provide a good function for me. I don't have to go clothes shopping, and I hate that.
You know, I think Ralph is easier to replace than Ronnie.
You do?
I mean, Ronnie, because Ronnie
knows... There's a lot of
knows...
guys who drive, though.
Yeah, no, but Ronnie knows your routine. He knows you. He knows the ins and outs of what you like and what, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
when
he puts together a limo, Howard doesn't have one. Can't find fault with it because Ronnie is taking care of everything he could possibly.
We hear about the bad stuff. You never hear when he's not complaining. Obviously, everything's okay.
But how do I... You know, like, replace Ralph in the sense that he knows how I like to dress.
Yeah, but don't you know how you like to dress?
Yeah, I know how I like to dress, but I want somebody who understands my sensibility.
Right.
Yeah, that takes a long, that's a long process.
Really? Honestly, dude, honestly.
You want him to take Ronnie.
You're being a little baby there.
No, I'm just trying to weigh it out.
You can't live without a stylist in your life?
No, I'm thinking who would be easier to replace?
I think Ralph, of course.
Yeah. But there's a lot of guys who drive.
Picks out your clothes.
Artie, relax. We're going to get to you.
But Ronnie does... all
right.
Ronnie does a lot more than drive. He's
all right, I'll kill Ralph.
But wait a minute, Ralph is also a friend. I mean, you're taking away a lot of functions.
Oh, now you're talking about friend.
Yeah. I mean, I'm weighing it all out.
Oh, okay. Well, Ralph's a better friend.
All right.
But Ronnie's good at what he does for me, so...
Ronnie's a good guy. I mean, Ronnie does what he's got to do.
Yeah, well, Artie's not letting me answer. He's shaping my answer.
Yeah, he's really campaigning
He's campaigning for Ronnie.
I'm trying to fix my mic.
What's going on with that?
What happened to the screw?
Where's Scott the engineer?
I have the screw, but I don't want him to bug
me. Go ahead. screw in your mic. Go ahead.
All right, so Ronnie's the survivor?
Artie's fixing. Yeah, I guess Ronnie, because Artie made me feel like a fucking asshole for keeping Ralph alive.
I thought you needed a wake-up call there from someone, I think, from the neighborhood. You know, like you can't live without a stylist.
Can you screw in his microphone?
How come you screw in the longer?
And get rid of that.
That serious thing is probably in the way.
The little box with the Sirius and the Howard Stern logo?
Yeah, you hold, I'll hold the top, then screw it.
Now
the
we got 4 hands trying to fix it.
My head's going to explode. There you go. Just, yeah. What's that?
Stripped?
What's that, Scott?
It's not stripped. It's just too short. It's too short.
Why don't you just use a different mic? Scott, no.
Fuck everyone.
He's got it. Scott's got it. There you go, Scotty.
I did that exact thing 4 weeks ago. We're good for another month. I won't touch them.
All right.
Move the whole thing. Don't.
Right.
Oh, boy.
I remember exactly how to touch the microphone.
All right, so Ronnie gets to live, I guess.
Ronnie the limo driver. If you had to kill either Ronnie the limo driver, this should be an easy one, or Dominic Barbara, who would you kill?
Well, Dominic doesn't doesn't provide a function for me.
I want to get some easy ones out before I ask.
I mean, it's whoever's
Who was Dominic? Dominic and who?
Ronnie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Benji or the gay team, Sal and Richard?
Oh, you see, I don't want to get into that. I have a definite answer on that.
Oh, you do?
No. Come on, it's a game.
Wow, that's interesting to say.
I don't want...
You have a
first of all,
answer
if I kill Benji, Benji's been prone to cry whenever I say I don't need him and stuff.
Oh, you're kidding. Does he really?
Yeah, he's cried like 2 or 3 times when I say mean shit.
He'll live.
Yes, you have. You cried.
Okay, listen, I give you permission to say whatever you want.
No, I'm not going to say
we know the answer.
No, please don't.
I'm not saying that answer. No, because then Sal goes psycho.
They both go psycho.
It really hurts their feelings.
I've cried when you said things... Once when you said something that was really untrue and then cut off my mic and wouldn't let me speak.
What was it?
I don't remember. I could figure it out.
Yeah,
that you were gay?
I saw him crying, and I went,
oh,
no, but Howard, honestly...
Motherfucker's crying.
I kind of know what your answer is to this, because of
what is it?
That you'd kill Benji.
Yeah.
Oh. Come on, it's a game. It's not going to get any...
I'm just fucking with you, Benji.
It's okay, man. I mean, everyone has definite opinions. I have definite
Well, it's like, first of all, there's 2 of them. And they're real hard workers.
Oh, you're saying Benji's not?
No, Benji's a hard worker.
Well, what are you saying?
But they, I get a lot of output from those 2.
Yes.
You know, you see, they make phony phone calls. They do a lot of stuff. They lick balls.
They lose their dignity every day, as Artie pointed out.
Like even Benji used to get naked and jump in the pool at the Playboy Mansion,
and he stopped.
And like he got like all credible now. He's like working with Mel Brooks or something. You know, he's a writer now.
Yeah, he's Woody Allen.
If Sal and Richard stopped the gay stuff, then what would you do?
Well, no, I think they're even strong without the gay stuff. But Benji's strong, too. You see, that's, I got to give Benji a lot of credit. He writes a lot of shit on the fly. Listen, Benji wouldn't be here if he wasn't talented. So.
That's why you got to make a choice.
But if I got 2 versus 1, I might as well keep the 2.
Yes, Sophie, you got to choose
Well, the big
one.
question here is Sal or Richard. That's the big question.
Oh, Jesus.
So, you're putting Benji in an unfair contest by putting Benji up against 2 guys. I mean, you always take 2 writers over 1.
Benji, yeah, right. So Sal or Richard is the big question.
Well, wait, you got to keep those together because they're going to go up against the next round.
No. We got to know
Sal and Richard.
All right, so Benji's dead. Let's see.
So now Sal and Richard,
at least take me on the boat, though.
They have to go up against one another.
I think
Richard's gayer, probably.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Richard's got the dad with the funny voicemail. Richard's. I think...
But Sal has the wife.
Sal's got the wife.
Sal's got the wife. Hey, by the way, I received the email.
In the pouch.
Yeah, I don't like this game because, I like all these guys, and it really causes them a lot of pain.
Oh, is that... You think that people are going to take it seriously?
It's a great game.
Yeah. Once I kill Sal, I'm thinking I'm keeping Richard over Sal.
No, don't say that.
We're only on Sal and Richard. Let me get to the last...
You're keeping Richard over Sal?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably a good choice.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's pair those guys back together again because they're going to need it against this.
Oh, Sal's Sal's good with that wife of his.
The wife,
yeah, that provided a lot of entertainment.
The wife's not going to be around that much longer, though.
And Richard's father will always be there.
I will say one thing, too. In Sal's defense, he's way better at the roasts.
That's true.
That's a big one.
Way better at the roast.
But you can get a lot of people to roast.
Nah, but he's really good.
We got some roasters.
Yeah, we can pull in roasters from everywhere.
But he has a nice touch with it.
All right, here's some questions. This is
and the Gary stuff. With the Gary mask and the Gary dancing and shit. That's funny.
Oh, that's true.
That is funny, but I don't know, Richard.
See, I think Richard would suck any cock, though. Not just Sal.
Yeah, but that's not the funny stuff they do.
Given a choice, I think Sal could be converted into a cocksucker.
Who do you think's funnier, honestly, Richard or Sal? Artie.
This is me?
Yeah.
Yes, Artie, it's you.
If I came to you and said, look, I got to get rid of one of these guys, the budget just doesn't call for it.
Right. Who's the funnier guy?
Wow. See, they're strong in both. They're strong in different areas. I do respect Sal at the roast. But I mean, look, one of the reasons he's good at the roast is because he has no filter. He's insanely vicious.
Right.
And he does say a lot more stupid shit on the air that he doesn't realize he's saying.
Look at Sal. I'm watching the TV camera.
Yeah, look at it. Oh, this is funny.
Richard is a real funny guy. Richard is a talented, I think, in bits and acting. They were both great as characters in that wrestling bit.
Yeah.
They were both very good. See, the Sal thing is the vicious. He's vicious. I don't think Sal writes a lot of those roast jokes.
Oh, really?
Now he steals them?
No, he doesn't steal them. I think a guy writes them for him.
Look at that.
Well, now it's Richard.
Kill Sal.
No, I don't think Sal steals any jokes. But we all ask people for jokes during the road.
Oh, no.
Oh, jeez. Oh.
All right, so maybe now Sal's got a marker in his asshole.
See, now if Richard was funnier, he would...
wait, did he just sit on that? Did that go up your ass?
All right, here's what happened. While we're having this discussion, the cameras are on Sal and Richard, which they love. Sal bends over, puts a magic marker in his ass. Richard comes over and kicks him in the ass, and Sal, not thinking, sat on the magic marker real quick and impaled himself, and now he's in pain.
I'll tell you, I got a definite answer. I won't cop out on this.
Okay.
Because of the lack of filter and the insane rudeness that he's capable of, and it creates bit after bit, is and the fact that also he's funny. He is Sal. Yeah, I'd probably have to go with Sal.
He's putting his cock on Gary's mouth now.
Yeah.
See, now I'm voting for Richard.
Really?
Now I'm
that's
voting for
gross.
Richard.
That is gross.
That's not even funny.
All right, guys, turn off the camera, because...
Bunch of gay circus monkeys.
Really?
All right, some
both very
questions.
funny
Please
guys.
provide an update on Sal's marriage. Please provide an update on Gary's personal problem, Artie's visits with Dr. Abloh. Is Dana dating, and is Java still alive? Well, I'll start with this one. I can answer the dog question. Yes, Java's still alive.
Oh, that's nice.
I get to see her every once in a while. Very rarely.
Does she remember you?
Yeah, she's still my dog. That's the crazy shit about it. I mean, you know, that dog sees me. I trained that dog.
Yes, you did. You spent a lot of time with that dog.
I walk with that dog every day in the woods. And when I get to see her every blue moon, I get to, you know, so you could just tell she wants to be with me.
Oh, she wants to leave with you? You leave her
But she has a good life, and, you know, and she lives in the house she always lived in with the kids and stuff, so, you know, I wasn't going to be the asshole who took the dog.
Or fought over the dog.
Yeah, I wasn't going to, like, fight for custody of the dog. A lot of assholes do that, but I ain't fighting over custody of a dog, you know. But, yeah, the dog's still alive, and although one of the kids told me that she might have a touch of arthritis, and that upset me. That really got me bummed, because she's like 9. All right, where do you want to go to next? Is Dana dating, Artie?
I don't know.
You're not in touch at all?
I mean, I don't want to know either.
Okay. You still wouldn't have a feeling of...
course. Yeah, sure.
All right, little twinge.
I would say, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You think he'll get word if she is dating someone?
I don't know from who. Maybe.
Yeah.
We know some of the same people, and, you know, obviously, so maybe I would.
Dana and I emailed each other twice, but I think Artie said to her, hey, you should email Howard back. He's writing you.
No, I don't have contact with her.
At all?
I haven't talked to her in months, yeah.
Yeah, she's doing well.
Oh, you know more about Dana than Hardy does.
Well, I got 2 emails from her.
Oh.
About what?
I had written to her to just say that, I forget what the occasion was. I just said...
You emailed her?
I think Beth was in touch with her. And then I said hello.
I know you said Beth had emailed.
Yeah, but there was something that there was. I have to look at the email to remind myself.
Was it dog related?
No. We did speak. Because I always think it's weird. Like, I knew Dana pretty well and was like, you know, why am I going to be an asshole and not...
It's not her fault. I couldn't make it work.
Right. Not her fault, you had addictions.
It's heroin's fault.
Right. It's nobody's fault but heroin.
If we got to blame somebody, let's blame heroin.
It's not Lou Dobbs' fault. It's nicotine's fault.
All right, for Artie now in a boat, Dana or Robin? Who do you say?
Dana.
Thank you.
Well, just because I could bang her.
No, you can't. You can't even bang her anymore.
Oh, in a boat, no one around, I'll force myself on. I couldn't do that to you, Rob.
All right, Artie's visits with...
In a workplace.
Artie's visits with Dr. 𝗦𝗵. Were there any visits in the last...
The day he was here is the last day I saw him.
I had a feeling.
I knew it.
Yeah.
All right. Gary's personal problem.
That's a personal problem.
But that's a personal problem. Gary,
is it resolved? Can he just say that?
Have you commented on your personal problem on the air at all?
I haven't commented on my personal problem. It's not resolved. It's a family thing. And I know that somebody said on the message boards that they thought I went to rehab, but I didn't go to rehab. It's something to do with my family.
A 2-day rehab?
Exactly.
I'm not sure what it is either. I don't even know what Gary's deal is.
Well, you could say that you're a family member.
I'm dealing with some issues with my mom. That's where I'll leave it.
Yeah. And
that's that.
Yeah, it's. I also think he has gingivitis, but that's my guess.
Gingivitis? That's a personal problem, too.
Those big teeth have to be a problem. Hey, I got all, medical. I'd been putting off going to the doctor, so I went to the eye doctor.
Oh, you've been doing all of it?
Yeah, I went to
you went for a physical.
Yeah, I went to my physical turned out real well. Doc told me 100% fucking healthy as a horse.
Good.
Eye doctor says the best way to tell somebody's health is to do an eye examination. The back of the eye has some sort of artery or vein that they can, by the way the blood flows through it, they can tell the sign of health.
Really?
And I was in pretty good shape.
Isn't it good that, you knew that, but isn't it great to actually hear that come out of a doctor's mouth?
Yeah, it felt really good. And in fact, he said, this was weird, my vision got better.
Really?
Which is odd at my age.
How long have you worn glasses for?
Since 2nd grade.
Wow.
Yeah, my nearsightedness isn't as bad anymore.
Now, how does that happen?
Yeah, I don't know.
It might have been psychological. Maybe as you get better,
I don't fucking know.
You can let some of that go.
Yeah, my vision actually improved. He said, in fact, your glasses are too strong for you. See?
Well, I've always been so lucky with that. I never needed glasses. I never had a cavity.
So lucky.
Never had a cavity?
In my life, I've never had a cavity. And I don't take extra care of my teeth. It's just luck, I think.
And the final question was Sal's marriage. Sal, you want to comment?
I think Sal, to me, has been almost going overboard with the gay shit lately, and I know his wife probably doesn't like that. I think Sal is sort of putting down a flag and going, look, I'm doing what I do. And
you think his antics on the show become an issue?
I think Sal's in a healthy place where I think he's telling his wife that I live like I live, and you made your point, and I get it, and we're moving on. I don't know. That's my theory.
Well, I told Beth what Sal and Richard did yesterday with the painting, and then Sal putting his cock on Richard's lips. And she said, I could never be married to Sal.
Yeah, that's rough.
Women don't dig that shit.
Well, that's what I was trying to explain yesterday.
It's just like, would you be married to a jackass?
Right.
Well, I mean, again, but it's like when you see your husband putting his dick in somebody's mouth, and I mean, again, it's the dignity thing.
It's only Richard, though.
Yeah.
Anyway, Sal, how is your marriage going?
It's going all right.
What does that mean? That doesn't sound promising.
No.
Good
you know what? Going all right is probably like the typical marriage these days, so I think I'm right on par.
Do you think she's dropped all contact with her emotional friend?
Yes, absolutely.
Now
you kind of know your partner. You know when something's weird and something's different.
Yeah, you really know.
I had no
found it through
clue.
text messaging. You don't know anybody.
But are you still in counseling?
No, we gave that up immediately.
You gave that
up? Really? It didn't work?
Worst thing that ever happened to me was counseling. Biggest mistake.
Really?
Oh, it's terrible. I'm not kidding.
Why? It gets a dialogue going.
You know what? Yeah, well, sometimes dialogue is not good. I'm not kidding you. The less you talk, sometimes the better you get along.
Yeah?
And I noticed that in the beginning of our marriage, she was always yapping away, driving me crazy. Then when things veered off and she found the emotional friend, it was kind of nice and pleasant. You know, It was a little quieter around the house and stuff.
Right.
But then when I wanted her back, the yapping started again. I said, let's get rid of the therapist. So now we talk, but we don't get that deep into shit, you know, and it's good.
Oh, man.
But
so you're like a couple from the 1940s.
Don't you think the counseling was probably bringing up some issues that you guys just avoid and that maybe you do need to confront them if you're really going to be a real couple?
Yeah, but sometimes avoidance is good, you know,
right.
like dodging a bus, you know.
Right.
But I have one problem. I don't even know if I could talk about it, Howard. Something has affected, since this happened, something has affected me personally.
You like cock?
No.
What?
We knew that.
I guess it's an emotional thing. I've had a tough time in the sack.
I knew it. He can't get it up.
Because you feel like less of a man?
I don't know what it is. It's just a combination of... Right, maybe if that defines it, less of a man, I feel like I have to be
You mean
better.
your wife says now, I want to have sex, and you just can't get it up?
She still doesn't say she wants to have sex. I still say it. But when it happens, it's been a little bit difficult lately.
It's a medical term.
And it's driving me crazy.
It's
I've never been that way.
Agree, you should not talk to anybody and get any help.
So I'm thinking about getting Viagra or something.
But wait a second. Don't you think it's possible? Do you think it's possible you're gay?
No, not at all.
Yeah. I mean, with the shit that you do with Richard and sticking shit in your ass. And
You have a look of joy on your face when your cock is in his
Because
mouth.
it offends you. I mean, the fact that everybody gets so disgusted, it's funny.
You know, they're just saying this for the laugh.
Yeah, I know. But
I know it's funny.
He's really angry. That's what that's all about.
I'm not angry anymore.
No, yes, you are.
I'm
It's
sad.
coming out in your penis. You're not...
You can't even fuck her.
You know what happened is then in the beginning...
You are angry.
You think so?
Of course. What do you mean you can't get it up?
You hate her guts.
Yeah, I mean,
besides the point.
Your wife's an attractive woman. There's no
beautiful.
problem there.
We're getting along really, really good, but I feel like, I don't know.
Can you jerk off?
Yeah, I can.
Oh. So you didn't want to have sex, so you go down and jerk off?
And I can wake up with an erection.
Yeah.
But when the time comes, I get it, and then it's like 50-50. You know what I mean?
Viagra, though. That ain't the problem.
So how long have you been married?
11 years.
And you and your wife hate each other. You're totally normal. You're a normal American couple. How could you not hate a person you've been with that long? This doesn't, you know.
It's like, it's getting better, but at first, Howard, I was stressed out over the fact that I had to be the better man.
Yeah.
And that brought it down. And now I'm stressed out about it not staying up. You know, I've gone to phase 2. It's not even that anymore. It's just that I'm so preoccupied with keeping it going.
The trust has been broken.
You know.
Now you're almost like, gee, do I satisfy my wife? Does she really want to be in the bed with me? And that doesn't feel sexy to a man.
It's mental.
No. Like if I thought that...
And also it's like, now I'm supposed to perform this duty, and why should I be doing all this for her?
Yeah. Right.
Who's she?
I felt like, you know, if I felt like Beth didn't want to be in the bed with me, then I wouldn't be able to get it up.
Well, it's not that it's not that I don't feel like she wants to be with me. I feel like I have something to prove, and I'm so preoccupied with that it's working against me, so I'm ready to blow my brains out. I guess I am angry. I don't know. I mean, because I've been through so much, and now when things are going good on the emotional end, physically, I'm fucked up. You know, so I don't, you know, the funny thing with the penis stuff, like...
What does your wife say when you're in bed and, like, you can't get it up?
She's very understanding.
She's probably thrilled.
She don't want to fuck anyway.
Yeah, she pretty much is. You know,
what sounds?
I go. You know, I'll give you a rain check. She's like, no, don't worry about the rain check. Everything's fine.
When's the last time you were able to perform sex on your wife and with a full erection?
Believe it or not, last night.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, so and you came?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yes, I did. Yeah. It was difficult though. You know, I had to.
You blew your load.
Yeah, but it took a long... I mean, it was a lot of work. I mean, a lot of focus. I feel like Preston. But
Gary is wearing a Sal mask, and he has a big sign behind Sal that says, I'm a homo, I can't get it up.
I can't get it on.
But it's getting better, but, you know.
Right.
Any guys out there who are going through this, I mean, I'm sorry.
Sal, you got beautiful children. You have to focus on the children at this point. They're the positive. You know, you got to raise those fucking kids.
Yeah, Artie, when I'm fucking my wife, I'm not thinking about my kids.
So you got hard.
Yes, you are.
And you fucked her. So then what's the problem? You did it.
It was...
He struggled through it.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
What happens, like, in the middle, you can say, oh, I'm losing focus and it's going away?
In the beginning, the funny thing is, in the beginning with my wife, when I got intimate, I immediately got hard. Now, she's got to work on it.
You know what might help you? This is going to sound weird.
What?
Think about that dude, the emotional friend who wants to fuck her so bad.
Yeah, that's what
see, that kind of can turn you on.
You know what? Angry
like, you know what? I'm going to fuck her better than that asshole.
I'll fuck him.
Look how many guys want to fuck my wife. That's what you got to say.
Or think about Richard.
Yeah. So I kind of feel good because since my dick is useless at home, it kind of serves a purpose here. At least I'm kind of taking care of my kids through my penis with stunts. Right. So, well, one way or another.
I like it.
Yeah, me too.
Your dick is all over everything. Now you're touching your dick, you're touching the mic, you're touching...
No, I washed my hands immediately after.
Oh. What, by the way, what happened in your mind? Like, I remember when you first came here, you would never show your penis, and now you can't wait to show it. Like, you're constantly whipping it out.
I don't know. I think it's just the competition of show business, you know? Yeah. Staying on top of your game. For real. Right. I know that might sound crazy, but it's true.
In other words,
he was holding that in reserve for
Richard was outdoing you, and you feel competitive with him. And
not necessarily outdoing me, but I don't know. I felt like I had, we're like Batman and Robin.
Right.
So, he got the balls, I got the penis, he's got the anus, I got the lips, whatever, Right.
Are you being serious right now?
To a certain degree, yeah. I mean, that's what we do,
I think we have problems, Sal, that are so out of this world that we can't even describe. I mean, you're on another level.
Benji, what happened to you that you used to show your penis all the time, and now I notice you don't?
Yeah, why did you put yours away?
I'm embarrassed about being fat.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
It's not the penis.
For mostly, but also I like to save it for special moments. Like, to me, it would have been really special if you let me jerk off when Giuliani was here. But I don't want to just do it out of context. I want to have some sort of comedic context.
You know what I thought was funny the other day when we were doing the pull-ups? And Benji put his hand on the pull-up bar, and the guys pulled his shorts off.
Right.
That was funny.
Benji still does probably hold the funniest naked moment on the show when he started jerking off next to Houston.
That was great.
I thought Benji naked at the Playboy Mansion was funny. Like, all of a sudden, you look in the pool, and we kept saying, hey, I thought there's supposed to be naked people in the pool. And all next thing you know, he jumps in naked, and he's swimming around.
But that is a big incentive to get back in, well, not that I was ever in shape, but to get in shape.
By the way, dude, I got invited, not to even perform, just as a guest to the Midsummer Night's party.
You should
go.
You
didn't go?
I'm going, September 22nd. It was an invite.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Nice.
Go? You want to come?
Go.
The guy said I might be able to bring 2 or 3 of my buddies.
Just go.
Yeah.
That's like a lottery. Everybody's going to want to win.
You don't need buddies.
Because when I went to perform, it was a different thing. They go, no, this is a real sanction.
It's everything you've ever imagined, but better.
Yeah?
It's a dream.
All right.
It's God's gift to man.
Well, I'm going.
You, Hefner, God bless you.
This is why those Arab dudes blow themselves up. They think heaven is going to be like what you're going to see.
Arab dudes blow themselves up thinking you like they're going to have the life that you, Hefner, provides at the Playboy Mansion.
What assholes.
Watch this.
Artie?
Artie's luck Dana's going to call tonight and get back with him.
Guess what?
Wait till after September.
Guess what? Call me September 23rd at about 8 a.m. I'll be at a diner on Sunset Boulevard.
Artie, do you still think you love Dana still?
Yes, absolutely. Wow. In a lot of ways, sure. I feel I fucked that up. I feel that,
You're going to think of that as the one that got away for a long time, huh?
Can I ask you something, Artie, about like the Subutex and all your personal problems?
Go right ahead, Sal.
Was that a big factor in your breakup? Did Dana get to a point where she said, look, the drinking and the pills and your craziness, was that something that really probably put the final straw in it?
Yeah, sure. What happened was getting high was all I wanted to do, so I wouldn't... you talk about giving somebody attention. She wasn't getting any attention because...
Speaking about rehab, she's
messed up.
Well, it sounds like maybe her social commentary on the 𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗔.
Hey, Abby. You there?
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
What's up?
How are you?
Okay.
So, I heard the chick that you had on earlier.
The queefer?
Yeah. And I guarantee you I am so much better than that.
Do you look good, too?
I don't look bad. I mean, I'm
this
not
chick
a
look
stripper.
Good. Let me hear how loud yours are.
You want me to do it right now?
Okay, if you can.
Okay, hold on.
You wearing clothes?
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
You hear that?
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Are you nude? Are you nude right now?
No, I just pulled my pants down.
Oh, okay.
Man.
I can squirt water at least a foot in the air. And pretty far distances. I have been paid by groups of people to hear me queef.
Let me hear your longest queef.
Okay. Hold on a second. You get that?
Yeah. And what do you mean you've been paid by people?
My husband and I have gone to local strip clubs, and he'll tell people that I can do it, and they've, some groups of guys are at parties and stuff have
want to hear me fart? Want to hear me fart?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. through my pants. Oh. Artie's covering his head. I'm not going to shoot chunks. There you go.
What a couple you two would make.
All right, now you queef.
Okay.
Nice. Cool.
Yeah, I can, I actually called your show a couple of years ago and tried to get on. I wanted to see.
Yeah, I know. That's why sometimes your fucking farts are a little.
You don't smell them over there, do you?
Oh yeah, sometimes.
You do? You smell this one? This is bad.
Yeah, you see, motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
You told him you wanted to hear it.
You wanted it.
I don't want to go to rehab.
You should do a cover version of that.
Well,
I said, Dana, no, no, no.
I don't know. I want to escape from rehab.
Rehab. She wrote a song about rehab. That's so great.
I mean, yeah.
You know.
Who wants to go to rehab, honey?
Yeah, but you got to get down here. Hold on. I'll put you on hold.
Okay.
All right. She's got to get down here and do that for us. That's pretty good.
She's like a fountain.
Any broad who has that talent, get the fuck down here.
I can't imagine calling up to compete. Oh, I can do it better.
Yeah, I know. Anything else, Robin?
Yeah, Darryl Strawberry in trouble again. Now the feds are after him. They say he owes back taxes.
What a shame. But I tell you, it's so sad to see Dwight Gooden and him in those prison jumpsuits. It's so awful.
Well, get ready, because if he can't pay up, I guess they're going to put him in jail, aren't they? A Justice Department spokesman said he could not comment on why the lawsuit was being filed so long after Strawberry's indictment or whether the former slugger had previously paid any of the back taxes he owed. So, once again, Darryl, in the papers for not the greatest of reasons.
Kid had a hell of a swing.
There has been a call. Oh, he was great to watch. Was on that gay team, the Mets.
Got a ring with the Yankees, too.
But anyway.
Couple of rings.
There's a group out now asking black athletes to boycott all sports, high school, college, and professional sports.
Well, then how can we have any sports?
to protest the treatment of Michael Vick.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, Vick is being, suspended from football. And
so you got to do with being black.
He's a black guy, and they're saying, he should be innocent until proven guilty. He's just been accused of something. He hasn't been convicted yet. I'm just telling you a group has called for it. I'm not saying anybody's doing it.
Where's him on the news going, this is completely false?
Oh, he's in worse trouble because they look like they've worked out deals with two other co-defendants.
They're gonna rat him out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want him. Is that something that's big in, Southern black culture, dog fighting? Is that something that's...
would I know, Artie?
I don't know. You're from Baltimore, right?
I just can't wait for the queef-off.
We didn't even have pets. I wouldn't know.
Well, listen... come on, black athletes, you got to play ball, guys. Oh, I mean, my tickets are $1.50 a pop.
I don't think anyone's going.
Nobody's going to go boycotting anything.
Anything else, Robin?
Another death in wrestling. What is going on with wrestlers? This time it was Bryan Adams, known as the Crush.
The guy who sang Run to You?
No. He was a 322-pound Hulk, they say. He was between the ages of 43 and 44, 6'6", and he was just found dead in his home.
You're 22 pounds away from being a Hulk.
Or dead.
Yeah.
They were unable to revive him. They say that an autopsy will be done. They don't know what happened. He had to quit wrestling a couple of years ago because he hurt his spine in a match.
This is him. This is his song.
Oh, stop it. Everybody will be thinking Bryan Adams is dead.
Anything else, Robin?
He was arrested in 1995 for receiving anabolic steroids in the mail. The search of his home turned up marijuana and unregistered semi-automatic handguns.
Oh, you can't do that in the mail. Mitch Hedberg's dead, so I could say this joke. He used to go, the thing I love about my FedEx guy is he's a drug dealer, and he doesn't even know it.
Mike, you're on the air in Neptune, New Jersey.
Hey, good morning, Howard.
Hey.
Just wanted to mention your observations of Lou Dobbs and the way you studied and observed his movements and stuff. If this was Sal and talking about you in the same way, you would go through the roof. And
well, I was sitting in my car, and I was really disturbed by the amount of cigarettes he smoked. I probably was in my car A few minutes, and the guy smoked 5 entire cigarettes in a row.
He's trying to help him.
And I'm just saying, hey, man, I'm a fan. I watch his show. I mean, I don't know him all that well, but just sitting there watching the guy was fascinating because I was like, wow, he's killing himself right in front of me.
Do you feel so when fans see you, though, they watch you and study you?
Of course they do, but I'm not smoking 5 cigarettes.
And how about the fact that you even made note of the way he looked around while he was talking to the other guy, and, you really studied what he was doing.
Yeah, it was fun for me.
It's enjoyable, but do you think if Sal is doing the same thing or making...
Well, Sal is in love with me. That's a different thing. I'm not in love with Lou Dobbs. Yes, it's the same thing. I'm not.
Sir, you never people watched in New York.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It doesn't mean he's obsessed with Lou Dobbs.
I don't know what you're trying to get me to admit to.
Well,
is it creepy to look at Lou Dobbs? Yes, I'm a creep. What can I tell you? All right, there you go, Mike.
Love you, Howard.
Okay. All right, love you too. What can I tell you? I'm a fucking creep.
But the difference is Sal might be like obsessed with Howard. He just,
I don't know what you're trying to get me to admit to here.
The latest government report on Americans' life expectancy is bittersweet. It shows we're living longer. What is the average life expectancy in the States, do you think?
I'd say for a man, 70. For a woman, maybe a little older, 75.
It's 78 on average.
Wow. So you're not that bad at these games.
However, people in 41 other countries are living longer.
But their lives suck.
Here's Dr. David Bronson from the Cleveland Clinic who says these latest numbers aren't surprising. 2-1.
Yeah, but they got to live in, like, Iceland. 2-1.
2-1.
The obesity epidemic of the last 25 years takes a major toll on healthcare in the future for our children and others. Second thing is lack of health insurance is actually very much cutting into life expectancy for some populations. We need a system that...
Big deal.
Oh, you don't even care.
No, I mean, it's like, you know what? So people in other countries are living longer. And as Artie says, it sucks over there because they don't have the good food and stuff we have. That's why.
Yeah, so
hey, guess what? I'm 134 years old, but I live in, Tajikistan.
Right. I'm depressed as hell.
Well, the shortest life expectancy was in a place called Swaziland, a country in Africa, where the life expectancy is just
19.
over 34 years.
It's like people who think of the glass is half empty or half full. If the glass is half full, it doesn't matter if what's in it tastes like shit.
Well, the other news was that they have associated a lot of bad things, including heart troubles, with an expanding waistline.
I'm in Swaziland, and I'm 14, and my life's almost over.
Hallelujah.
You're glad to die when you were born there. But what they're saying is you really should fight to have a flat stomach in order to preserve your heart.
Hey, listen.
Yeah, I keep fighting, but I never can get it flat.
It's flat enough for you.
Nah.
You don't have any health risk factors.
No.
That ship has sailed for me. This thing is not going to be flat.
Do you know that Swaziland people retire at the age of 17? That's the cool thing.
You'd already be done working.
We'd be done living.
You'd be the oldest guy in Swaziland.
We'd be the elder. We should move to Swaziland where we'd be worshipped.
I really think if I was born rich, I honestly think I never would work.
Of course not. Why would
you?
But not even try. Like some guys try to bullshit, like Paris Hilton, I take board meetings. I wouldn't even do that. Like I wouldn't fake it.
Just say you don't work.
Like, there's that Rich Kids documentary that one of the Johnson heirs did.
Yeah.
And he said, I asked my father what I should do. And his father was sitting there painting.
No,
and
he collects books.
Was he not the book painter? I thought he painted.
I thought he was the guy that collected books. He collect rare books.
He sat there and he looked at his son and he said, well, do something.
Right, whatever.
It doesn't matter what you do. Just do something.
Just get out of my hair.
Yeah. The space shuttle Endeavour is at the International Space Station right now. They do have some damaged tiles under a portion of the
I know
shuttle.
a good tile guy.
And they're trying to decide whether somebody needs to go out there and do a spacewalk with the robotic arm and repair this thing. And here's it's another shuttle with another teacher on it.
Right.
That's up there, and they don't know if they can get it back yet. So they're up there trying to determine what they're going to do about that. The miners have not been found. that were trapped in that mine in Utah. They've been digging for a while. They're considering boring a fourth hole to try to see if they can detect any signs of life. But it does not look good the longer it goes. I told you yesterday that the #1 movie at the box office was Rush Hour this past weekend. Here's Jackie Chan, who talks about filming on the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, it drives me crazy when this guy talks. He's
night.
got a major film career, and he can't even... You don't know one thing he says.
I was by myself on top of the tower.
All these years, the guy still can't fucking talk.
Jackie, you want to coming down? No. Come on, let's shoot. But after the night, I know the movie, the clip, can keep forever. And I can tell my grandchildren, that is your grandfather. That's me. That's not the devil flying between the...
He's so proud. He does all his own stunts. It's like, yeah, of course, you're a stuntman. You're not an actor.
And he says he enjoyed making this movie and thinks it's the best one yet.
I'm so happy to go to the set.
Pisses me off when a guy who says, "I so happy," he's got a major film career.
He's a major American
so happy.
Star.
And especially making a Rush Hour 3, I don't like holiday. I always want to be on the set because I see so many good people. The people, some from Rush Hour 1, from Rush Hour 2, with the same group. We're just like a same family. And
yeah. So if you're the star of the movie, getting your ass kissed.
Everybody like it, but I do know that's the...
I tell grandchildren I do own stunt. That your grandpa. That me up there.
The Eiffel Tower. Yes. Everybody take the elevator, like go up. I was outside of the elevator. See? I always do some cool things and normal people cannot do it.
So unfair.
So big deal. You were outside of the elevator when you went up.
Artie's scrambling for 6 weeks on Rescue Me, and this fucker's got a major film career.
This guy, way more successful than Peter Sellers.
Artie's an elf in Santa. Okay? Guy speaks English perfectly.
Tori Spelling coming back to reality television with a show with her husband where they work together as innkeepers.
Tori Spelling can't get work.
And here she is talking about the joy of having a baby, 1-7.
It's all about the baby.
She's so stupid. She fought with her father right before he died. That's the worst. Guy's making out as well. Let's see. Who will I leave it to? Tori? I don't think so. My son? Okay, he's not a pain in the balls.
No, I think both kids disappointed him.
Hey, both two geniuses.
I tried watching some of that reality show with his kid. What a pussy. Kid cries every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Tori Spelling's brother?
Yeah, the kid that was in here.
Yeah. Seemed like a decent kid. I don't know what he's crying about.
And it's such a joy. So I think babies definitely bring people closer.
That me doing stunt. That me, not so that grandpa.
I'll say it earlier.
And here's a clip from Tori and Dean in love.
Dean and I are so excited to finally be coming back to Chateau LaRue. And now that we have little Lily and our nanny Patsy, it feels like life is just beginning.
These people love to share their lives. Man.
Yeah, I think everybody should be hanging on everything they do.
Patsy and LaRue and...
Lily.
Chateau LaRue.
What's Chateau LaRue?
We're so happy to be going somewhere where you people will never fucking go in your life.
Fuck you! And finally this morning, sad news just handed to me. Phil Rizzuto has died at the age of 89.
Oh, get out of here. The scooter.
Yeah.
Wow. And now Merv Griffin. It always comes in threes. Merv Griffin, the scooter, and...
that wrestling dude.
The wrestling guy.
You know what? You're right. Yogi Berra, be careful today, wherever you are. Hey, let me try to guess. He was a rookie in 41. I'm going to say he was...
68.
86? 89.
Oh, wow.
69.
He was the oldest living member of the Baseball Hall of Fame, having been inducted in 1994.
Yeah, it took him long enough to put him in.
I know, but there you go.
Phil Rizzuto.
The scooter's dead.
Bill White is crying today.
He was on Meatloaf's album.
Yeah, I didn't know, supposedly, what they were using him for.
Just think, man, if you feel bad about Phil Rizzuto, look at it this way. He lived 3 Swazi lifetimes. All right, look, Robin, thank you for the news and everything else that you do, and Artie and Fred and Benji, Sal and Richard, Gary, Will, Jason, all the boys back there at Howard TV. And that's like the Academy Awards, isn't it? Thank you, everyone. I'm sure Ronnie, and Scott the engineer. See, Scott, I remember you. J.D. over there. Look at him.
Did you say Sal and Richard?
Yeah, of course.
And may I end today's broadcast with Holy Cow.
Oh.
All right, that's sweet. You're really great. And, we're going to see you tomorrow, and that's that, I guess. Okay.
Important than the simple act of people getting together.
What is a gonk? Do you mind telling me what that is?
A bang from outside.
A bang from outside.
On the merger.
Why is that?
Because I don't believe it's really happening.
I agree with you. I don't know what the hell's going on.
You think you're dreaming?
Well, I've just seen too many weird shenanigans with this thing. I'll believe it like when we're on XM.
That's kind of what that'll be what it takes.
I have a whole speech I'm going to make when I see the like, in other words, when are we on all of the systems? And when am I going to start hearing Major League Baseball? When I start hearing that, I will make a comment on the merger.
Is there any word on when such a thing would happen?
No one tells me anything. I don't know if it's because, like, I'm, like, paranoid anyway. I don't ever want to be accused of knowing something that's going on in the company. Mm-hmm. Wasn't there a point where I was going to be investigated or something?
Yes,
right.
The SEC.
Yeah, a certain former friend of the show had something to do with it.
Yeah, I remember sitting there talking with these guys, and they go, well, what do you know? And I go, I don't know anything. And I don't. I mean, nobody tells me anything. I don't know anything about any of it.
I know something?
Oh, the theories, because Mel signed shortly after you.
Yeah.
Oh, and the theories of guys working construction next to my apartment.
Really?
Yeah, they got together, you know, and he said, I'll go first. And you go, and that's illegal. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Illegal. Well, had we done that, I don't know what it would be illegal about it, but then again, that's not how it went down. You know, people think I'm some sort of weird mastermind or something. I don't know. I know so little about everything.
Well, that's what Mel tells me. See, both of you are telling the same story. I'm believing in now that there's a conspiracy.
Well, it would have been illegal.
The same excuse.
You mean we're really geniuses, and then secretly we go, just tell everyone you don't know anything.
That's right. I don't know anything.
Well, so I'm in the dark. I only know what I read in the newspaper. In fact, my cousin wrote me, goes, congratulations, cuz. That's my cousin, Richie. And I go,
he calls you cuz.
I go, he does. So he goes, that makes us seem closer than we are.
Oh.
No, we are actually pretty close.
Is he the BeCeuticals guy?
Yeah, he's a
He did that on the air. He said cuz on the air.
Is he the only one who does that?
He seems to like being my cousin. No, he's a really good guy.
He has to announce it.
And he's really into family, not just me. I mean, he's like one of those guys that holds the family together.
Oh, that's
nice.
Yeah, but anyway, you know, congratulations. I go, on what? Because I just read the merger went through, and I go, I don't believe it. I'll believe it when I'm on XM.
Yeah, so far Sirius sounds exactly the same.
Nothing's changed in my life yet.
I got a million
I have a million thoughts that I would like to announce.
But anyway, no.
Robin was going to double up on her berry drinks today. Because
I was having 2 smoothies.
Right.
But
calm down over there.
It's a one smoothie Monday, Robin.
She's going to put champagne in her smoothie.
That's right. I was just going to just lose it over here. But no, like when CBS and Viacom merged, there was a whole bunch of paperwork. Right. Has all of that been done?
I'm sure
I don't know how. You want to know something, Robin? Until like somebody walks in here and they, like, take the XM sign down and put up Sirius, or however they do it, I don't know.
The company's going to be called Sirius. Is that
I don't know. Again, I don't know.
As soon as I see Opie or Anthony at the vending machine, I'm not believing anything.
Oprah and I will be making a joint statement. I know that much.
Well, there's a press conference I want to attend.
With my penis inside of her, we will make a full disclosure.
Why don't you just put the microphone inside of her and talk into her?
Yeah, it's out of her ass.
I think she'll send Gail for that.
I'm going to plant a big microphone in Oprah's ass. Did you see? Speaking of Oprah, did you see that picture in the newspaper about a week ago of Oprah sipping a drink in the? They had her sipping an alcoholic drink.
Yes.
And this drink was the size, the glass was the size of perhaps what a cow would drink out of. Like, in other words, a trough.
It was a trough? She was carrying a trough
They had it was in every newspaper. I don't know how you missed it. It was this giant, frothy, sort of alcoholic beverage. And they were... Was
there an umbrella?
She had
it was a real umbrella.
She had to hold the glass... There was a real umbrella. She had to hold the glass with 2 hands when she was drinking it, like what a cow would drink out of, as if like a giant bathtub.
And what caption came with this picture?
Oprah on vacation. You know, I think they were delighted that they'd caught her drinking.
I know she was in Europe. I must have missed the drink because I saw the picture of her vacationing in Europe.
Must be Europe or the Bahamas. I once went to my friend Jerry Inzarello works at the. In the Bahamas. I went there, remember, right after my separation?
Yeah. What is that, Paradise Island?
Paradise Island. I don't even know what the fuck it's called, but I went there.
Yeah, that's
with about 5 other guys. And I remember they got paparazzi there. Like, you have a drink, they're going to get a picture. I was completely unaware that how much paparazzi was at that place on the beach. I'm leaving, I'm checking out my bags, and all of a sudden a guy falls out of a tree. Literally falls out of a tree. And I'm standing there with my friend Jerry, and he goes, whoa, I hope that guy looks like he got hurt. I go, what is that? He goes, oh, that's a local paparazzi.
And they sit up in the trees.
They sit up in the trees like monkeys, like apes. And they take a picture of like they just want to see you fuck up. Like if you're on vacation and if you bruise your knee or... You
have a human moment.
If you have a human moment, they're waiting. It's like, I was reading about Brad Pitt, this fucking guy. He just had twins. So he bought a villa or some shit in France.
They're always buying houses. They claim to live in New Orleans, but I never see them.
This guy must have more money than God. I don't know how.
How?
I never see him in a movie.
When did they work?
You think the kind of money he's got should be in a movie every week. But anyway...
I think he did 3 movies.
I know. This guy running around buying villas in France. I'm like, when does he work?
Again, he's one of those guys that's such a, beauty's an international language. And I've heard that he makes a ton of money in overseas endorsements. Like
he does have a clothing line in Europe or something.
Yeah. I heard I heard this too, because people can't figure out how he makes money.
Right.
That he did a cigarette ad or something overseas.
And they paid him $10 billion?
Right, something like that. But or some ad, maybe not cigarettes.
A business alcohol, they always do that stuff.
A legitimate business manager in L.A. told me that he'd have to be in the commercial just to put his name on. Like, how cheesy are some Europeans? Brad Pitt jeans. It just had his name on the back of the jeans. He got $30 million.
But I don't believe that. I mean, some of that you would see over here. Look, my point is...
Yeah, I could use some Brad
There was
Pitt
an article in the paper over the weekend where they, I guess these paparazzi are so intent on getting pictures of him with these new twins that they somehow climbed...
What will the twins be doing?
They allegedly climbed into his backyard, and they were back there with him, and then he had security guys come and drag him out, and now they're claiming they got beaten up, and he's like, beaten up? The fucking guys are almost robbing my, they're in my house.
They were invading his house.
Jesus Christ.
It's like a war.
It's crazy, but you know what it is? These paparazzi guys can get like a couple of $100,000 for a picture of these kids. It's almost like putting out a hit on a guy.
Well, you know what? They could live like Brad Pitt if they get a picture of those babies.
Right. So, it's gotten nuts. And Lord only knows what you're going to see when you see these babies. Maybe you'll turn to stone. They're like the Jesus twins.
They're 2 blobs at this point.
It would be great if they had ugly kids. Oh, would that be
They won't. They will not.
No, they might.
No.
They might.
No.
The genes can get screwed up.
No.
And you know what would really be sad? If only one of the kids is ugly.
No.
And having ugly friends.
Those 2 could never have bad-looking kids.
I want them to have a really good-looking son and like a 400-pound daughter with like a mole, because I'm going to fuck her. I will back.
Madonna's got a good-looking daughter. That kid's like 13. Yeah, I think Lord Ass is going to be a real good-looking kid. Lord Ass.
Lord Ass, I love it.
Lourdes. Florida.
You know, we were talking before about FCC, like what's illegal? Because I guess if you and Mel are two individuals that make such an impact on a radio company that I guess if you talked about anything about maybe going, they could investigate that. But
who knows? Mel didn't sleep on. He must because he wrote me an email at 3:30 in the morning.
Right.
Which I said to him, you know, what's going on? He's like, I don't know.
He's like, does Mel have a crystal meth problem? What's going on?
I said, I go, don't you ever sleep? And he goes, sleep? What's that?
You could tell he's a guy that just, like, is constantly, and you could tell he gets a high off of working, like the sale and the whatever. But
yeah, but it was Saturday night. I mean, well, what's he doing?
Working on the... But about 4 months before you announced, Howard, like, I actually asked the lawyer this, and he said it wouldn't have been anything. But I was, like, just curious. About 4 months before you announced the merger, I remember I was home. Me and Dana were home.
The merger? I never announced any merger.
I'm sorry. You're going to Sirius.
Oh, okay.
I was at home with Dana. It was like a weekday afternoon, and you called me. You were clearly in, like, your limo, and you just said to me, what is your deal at K-Rock? And I said, what do you mean? He goes, did you sign like a 3-year deal, like a multi-year? Can you get out at any time? And I said, no, I could get out at any time. You know, that's the deal I have. He goes, all right, I just curious about that. And you hung up, and I said to Dana, I said, that's an odd thing. And we started talking, and he said, maybe, you know, he's signing somewhere. And then we started talking about satellite, right? And we said, I don't know, you know, what does that mean? And would that have been considered like inside information?
Absolutely.
No, you didn't.
If he went out and bought like 10 billion shares based on something like that. But you know what's funny about inside information that I can...
like that, that's a hunch.
Yeah.
You didn't say anything.
Right. But no, of course.
Right.
But what's so strange is, and this is the stuff I don't get about the stock market, which is why I really don't like the stock market. I don't understand it. I don't understand hedge fund. I don't even know what a hedge fund guy is. Huh? I'm so illiterate when it comes to that. But I don't understand. So let's say you knew I was coming here, right?
Right.
This is the part I don't get.
Maybe I overheard something.
But what's the guarantee you're going to make money? In other words, like, what's the guarantee? Let's say you found out that the merger was going to be approved by the FCC. Let's say you knew a guy on the FCC.
Well, let's take it out of the realm of serious and just put it into simple terms. If you knew that Pfizer was about to...
That's different. That I understand.
No.
Viagra.
Viagra,
You knew.
And they're about to get that approved by the FCC.
You knew.
And you go out and buy a bunch of Pfizer stock based on that knowledge, then that's insider trading. Well, and, you know, that's a violation because that... information is not supposed to be leaked.
I think you're talking about the DEA. I don't think the FCC cares about Viagra.
FCC might care on a personal level.
Not the FCC. I'm just talking about...
You said the FCC.
No, I meant the SEC. Not the FCC.
No,
I know. How about the BLOWME?
Because it starts with the SEC.
All right, anyway, listen. So anyway, my statement on the merger is I'm not making any statement. Not yet.
Well, if you bought, like, after you and Mel signed, it went up to, like, $9, you know, and it was at $2. So if you had a hunch, you would have
made a lot of money.
Yeah, and some people said they did, but, you know, it goes up $7 to make a shitload of money. You got to put down a shitload.
Well, that I understand as being an insider. Yeah. All right, listen, I don't know anything about insider. I don't know anything about FCC. I don't know anything about merger, and I'm not celebrating until I know I'm on XM.
Yeah, I mean, I got all these texts from guys. There's a guy, Pete Dominic, who's on Raw Dog, who works for me on the road. He's a real funny comic, and he has a show over there. And he texted me, you know, because he works here. He texted me with, like, big explanation. Merger approved, you know, and I got 3 other texts like that. I'm like, well...
Should have been approved about 2 years ago. I mean...
Yeah, even before they applied, it should have been approved.
Someone said it might be a dangerous monopoly. Yeah, on what planet is it a dangerous monopoly?
Yeah, it's so dangerous already. What an industry.
Yeah, I tell you, once this merger happens, it's gonna be nuts.
Now we command everything.
Yeah, I mean, game over.
Well, is the stock up? Is the stock up today?
I don't even know.
That's a good way of finding out. Like, look at what it was at Friday at closing, and did it go up at all?
Somebody who knows something about stock said that a lot of work has to be done before that stock will really move.
Yeah, but that's why Howard's right with the Wall Street. It's based on nothing. Like, just the fact that it happens the first day it could shoot up $3.
Yeah, but for it to really stabilize and be a growing valued stock, there has to be a lot of work internally to make the company a more efficient, streamlined company.
A money-making operation.
There you go. Well, you two should tune into the Fox Business Network. Maybe they understand.
You know, 𝗻𝗍 is all into the stock thing. I bet he could look. I bet he knows what happened.
Well, he's going to do. We're going to give him a 7 o'clock show. He
his
can talk
stock
about
knowledge is like his political knowledge.
Yeah. So anyway, so if you're waiting for his statement,
don't.
Right. Kid Chris called me and said, last week I was waiting for a statement from you, and I never heard a statement on the merger.
What is Kid Chris doing? I'm waiting for a statement from him.
Well, you keep waiting because he has no statement. He's trying to get paid.
Yeah.
You know, they're doing one of those deals, I think, on him where he's not getting paid.
Right.
Because they didn't know what he did for a living.
Yeah. Because that's a guy. And
for months, he was around doing things they didn't know, apparently.
Yeah, evidently they didn't know anything he was up to. They have no... Talk about a violation. They have no idea what's on their air.
Who do you go to when that happens? What organization regulates that?
You go right to the police.
The Jerk-Off Association.
Right.
You know what? Actually, Kid Chris is doing great. He'll be opening for me at Levy's Comedy Club next Thursday.
Is that right?
I think. I think he's starting to...
Is he?
I heard, I don't know for sure. It might be, some other comic told me that he heard Kid Chris, and it could be totally false, might be doing some gigs with Levy. Yeah. And I haven't talked to Bob, but Kid Chris doesn't do stand-up, so I don't know what he's going to do. But
I don't either. But anyway, I spoke to him, and he said, I was waiting, I tuned in, waiting to hear a statement about the merger.
Yeah.
What day did he tune in?
This was when the rumor was that the FCC was going to approve it.
I see.
And I said, well, rumors, I don't respond to rumors. I said, when I see myself on XM receivers, I'll know that the merger's been approved, or I'll know when it's all done deal.
Well, I certainly wish somebody would put out some kind of a statement.
Well, there'll be no statement from me. That's all I'm saying. I'm not making any statements.
I think somebody needs to say something.
Now, oh, by the way, this kid, Artie sometimes says his name, but I think it's Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf is the kid who's an actor.
Shia LaBeouf. It rolls off the tongue. Very
Shia LaBeouf.
He's the new big thing.
He obviously has problems.
Shia LaBeouf is an actor who appeared in the Indiana Jones movie with Harrison Ford.
And he actually did this movie called Disturbia.
It's called The Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, just came out. And the kid was allegedly DWI, got his car wrecked, and now he's in the hospital because they have to work on his hand. He fucked his hand up. But I'm like, what's going on with all these guys?
This is the third incident with him that has made the newspaper. Yeah, he's had another traffic situation, and then he was arrested for smoking.
Now, these guys
before this
end up ruining their careers. You know, this Lindsay Lohan you forget, she had a great film career going. And because she's so odd, and now she's running around with a DJ, which, by the way, I can't even figure out, when did DJ become a job? Now, listen to me. I'm not talking about on the radio. These DJs aren't even on the radio. They show up at clubs. Right. This girl that Lindsay Lohan is in love with, Samantha Ron.
Howard is considering getting a tattoo as his wedding band.
No, he's decided.
I'm doing it. In fact, I would like to get it this week.
Really?
I would, but now this Shanghai Kate, I don't know how to get in touch with her. It seems that Lisa G does.
You have to go through Lisa G because she's got the hookup.
Lisa G, would you find out for me if she's in town? I'm going to go over there and do it.
Well, she said she'd fly in. I don't think she's here anymore.
I don't. And if she's not here, could she recommend someone to me?
But Howard, you're flying in a tattoo artist?
No,
is she that good?
No, she said she would fly in on her own to do it.
Let me clarify.
How much is a flight and how much is a wedding ring?
Can I clarify myself, please?
Okay. Go right ahead.
If Kate is here in the city, I would have her do it. Shanghai Kate, as she calls herself. I didn't even know she was Shanghai Kate.
I would be suspicious.
Yeah. Well, she's a lovely woman, and talented. And Chinese the fact of the matter is, if she's not, I need her phone number so I can say to her, who is it you would trust? that is a good tattoo person.
Yeah, because 𝗦𝗵cie is forever also.
Yeah, that's a little bit I'm a little nervous about. You know what I mean? Like, I'm almost thinking of not doing it. I've gotten away with a couple of tattoos. But
well, they say that 50% of the people who get a tattoo wind up regretting it later on.
Not scores, man. Got a tattoo.
I'm talking about health concerns.
But that's the other thing. Most people who get a tattoo don't even consider...
Scores, man. Got a tattoo.
...the health implications.
Yeah. You don't want 𝗦𝗵cie. Anything that killed 𝗛𝗵ille is bad.
Right.
Maybe you can get a gay Haitian guy to do your guys' blood test for the wedding.
For a long time, removal meant surgical... excision of the tattoo, but now I guess they have some of these things that fade or do something else. You know, you got the laser that tries to erase the thing.
Right.
It sounds easy, but often the fading tattoo becomes more like a toxic chemical dump, is what they're saying.
Howard doesn't care about removing a tattoo. He's getting one put on as a wedding band.
Chemists from several laboratories, including the government's National Center for Toxicological Research, have now identified low levels of carcinogens in tattoo ink.
Yeah, you see?
The laser removal process breaks down pigment with heat. In this process, harmful chemicals are created and later absorbed into the body.
You know, on second thought, I think we get a ring. You wear a wedding ring?
Yeah.
You do? I don't like a ring on my left finger. That's the only problem.
It's just a matter of getting used to it.
It took me 3 years. I still take it off all the time. I can't stand it, but I wear it because it's a tribute to my love for my wife.
That's very funny.
Everyone just went to sleep.
No one knows exactly what's in the chemicals and homemade inks, but they contain lead, mercury, and many impurities acceptable for use in printers or car paint.
What about a branding? Do an old-fashioned branding.
Are you saying that the tattoo the ink has cancer-producing agents?
Yeah, but it's mostly a problem if you're trying to get rid of it, they say, because that's when it's released and enters your body, according to this thing. But I guess over time it's going in anyway.
Yeah, that's what you're freaking me out. Lee, you're on the air.
Yeah, I was looking on Amazon, and Jim's new book, Too Black to Date, is already outselling Artie. So.
Oh, Too Black to Date? Oh, jeez.
Right, well,
our audience is really
well, the jokes are already coming in.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
How many songs are being written for tomorrow's news right now?
Well, the one this morning, I was like, squatting.
You're squatting on Jim's cock song.
And all I'm thinking while listening to is, this must be so hard in their relationship. That's what made me bring it up in the first place.
That's why I said, let me stop this now, because you were going into, well, how is it surviving and what is it? And I was like, well, there's nothing.
Well, you just let that out, like, you know.
In other words, you're not squatting on Jim's cock anymore. What else, Robin?
This is why I think, Jimmy Kimmel, he's got this huge heart because he thinks of things like this. Even though it's good for the show, it's also a very touching thing to do. He's employing Ed McMahon.
What's he going to do?
And he's using Ed McMahon as a pitchman, much the same way he used to work on The Tonight Show.
What do you mean?
He'll come on and do live spots, I guess.
I think that's great.
When did Ed McMahon run out of money? The guy's been working for 80 years straight.
Ed McMahon was worth $80 million at one point. And I remember because, don't forget, not only was he on the Johnny Carson Tonight Show, but he had a tremendous amount of
voiceovers. Dick Clark employed him all the time.
He was on all these Dick Clark shows, and he had. I was in shock. He was worth $80 million. In some way, he went through this money. I don't know how. But so is Jimmy hiring him as the announcer on his show?
Well, he's just using him in a bunch of, I guess they're commercial sketches, like he's going to be the pitchman for some kind of crazy commercials that Jimmy writes for the show.
Listen, Jimmy's nice and everything, but that's clearly a publicity stunt and a good one.
It's good for him, but
I thought he hired him as the announcer on the show.
No.
Is he going to stutter?
I'm sure he gets paid, though. The first of 4 spots, which were filmed Thursday evening and feature McMahon and Jimmy Kimmel together, will air starting tonight during the late-night ABC talk show.
Also, an interesting, Ed McMahon was not employed by Dick Clark for those blooper shows and stuff. He co-owned those shows.
Oh, so
well, I mean, they were in business together. That's what I sort of meant. I mean, he sometimes hired him, and they did business together, and then he did Star Search. He did a lot of things.
He got it, and I think he owned a piece of Star Search.
He owned Star Search.
Well, then where the hell did the money go?
That's insane.
Well, that's what we were saying. It's crazy.
It's all in syndication.
All right, what else, Rob?
Well, you know, he's running around, you know, with that neck brace on. Everybody feels sorry for him, so people are employing him. And Ed says it's good to be out of the brace and working again. I mean, the man's 85 years old. He still has to work.
I am offering right now. Yeah, I'm jealous of Jimmy and how you think he's so... I am offering right now. Ed McMahon can open for me August 9th at Foxwoods. I need 10 minutes out of him.
He could do 10 minutes.
Yeah.
He's got 10 minutes.
No, I was under the impression that he had hired him to...
That's what I thought. Robin's already slipping with this breakup.
Oh, here we go. You just have to wait for the story. Don't jump to conclusions.
Her news is
I'm
already...
not responsible for your leaps.
Wow.
Hot recession jobs. You know, the economy's in the crapper.
Tell me about it.
And so people are looking to see what they should be doing, what they should be looking at as careers. I have the top 5 careers for people who are looking for jobs right now. Sales representatives, #1. It's just not things anybody can do. Software designers, developers, #2. Nurses, #3. Accounting and finance executives, #4. And accounting staff is #5. All very exciting professions.
Let me tell you, my father used to say, it's just too bad you're too stupid to be good at math, because accounting jobs... My father used to tell me, the greatest job you could have was being an actuary. An actuary is this guy who works for the insurance company, and he's the guy who's able to mathematically figure out how many people, what rate they should pay, what age they're going to die. Somehow they have some formula that they do. And my father was explaining to me, you will always have work if you are an actuary. And I said, well, I'm not good at that.
If you were that smart, you'd be in Vegas playing craps for a lot of money.
Did you ever see the Jack Nicholson movie About Schmidt? Great movie. About Schmidt recently.
No, never saw it.
I thought you did, and you said you liked it.
Wasn't that the Nicholson one where he
plays an actuary in it, and it's funny how you just said that, because he's a very conservative guy, had the exact same mindset, and his wife dies, and it's really, you should rent it. It's fun. I'll get you that with American Psycho.
I thought you talked about that.
I thought you said you liked it. You saw that flick.
I don't remember it.
You said that one of the funniest scenes, I forget what you said was the funniest scene, but you were describing it.
Yeah, his wife.
Howard, you saw the movie.
All right, I saw it. I'm sorry.
Waking up next to his wife. Who is this woman I won't...
Wasn't that good? I think he was nude in it.
You never gave Jim anal, or is that an inappropriate question at this time?
God,
Should I wait a week?
I'm not talking to you about any of that.
When is it appropriate?
I hope you didn't give him the anal.
Is there one memento you will keep from this relationship, a keepsake?
No.
Will you throw out all his pictures?
No.
You won't? You will save pictures of him?
Well, they're not displayed anywhere. They're somewhere.
Do you have a photo album?
What?
A photo album you have?
Yes.
And there's pictures of Jim in it?
Yes.
And you will maintain that photo album, or will you burn it?
Right now, I'm maintaining that photo album. You know, all bets are off, though. I don't know how I'll feel a month from now or 2 months from now.
Sexual toys. Were sexual toys exchanged between you two, and what will become of them?
I believe you will save the pictures, because most women that I know, and I don't know if you fall into this category, like to have these pictures even...
I don't have pictures of...
Mr. X?
Well, probably from Warren on I have pictures, but not anything before that.
And I bet you're sorry you don't.
No, I don't care.
I care.
That is weird. Sometimes a woman will have a vibrator that was given to her by an ex.
That's her favorite.
The new boyfriend should not allow that.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
All right. What else is in the news?
Well, I was really glad that the breakup happened now, because I just spent the first night in my new apartment, and I said, well, at least this is like a clean slate.
Look, enough already with the breakup.
He's not been in the apartment.
Not since I, got it all straightened out and moved in.
In other words, it's a psychological clean sweep.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm for that.
A blank slate.
All right.
Are you selling the house down the shore?
No.
No, she loves that.
I can clean that one up.
She'll vacuum it out. What else do you have, Robin? I'll let you get out of here.
What?
I'll let you get out of here.
Okay. All right. Yeah, to get back to my
Can I go?
Yeah.
Lindsay Lohan. I told you the news about this girl now is whether she's drinking or not. So there was a report that she had fallen off the wagon. And they're now saying that, that was an erroneous report. Her people are saying she has not slipped in her sobriety, I guess. But,
real quick, erroneous means what, Robert?
The smelly part with the hair on it.
Have said reports of the troubled actress's weekend hospitalization after a motorcycle accident clipped her is a bunch of bulldoodle. That's the word they use.
Real mature.
I guess that's a technical term.
Wow. You're not going to hear that at Federline's house. He's saying the real thing.
So, just realized that you can't believe everything you read about Lindsay Lohan.
Well, I saw her. We were shooting. I was the head writer on the Gong Show with Attell, and she was shooting a movie next to us. And we'd watch her. Her trailer was, like, right outside our office.
Uh-huh.
And she's dating this chick now, this, like, hardcore. Right. She's like a
Ronson.
DJ.
Yeah,
Samantha Ronson?
She's a hardcore DJ.
I was saying this morning, who even knew you could make a living being a DJ like that?
Well, you know what it is? It's about, you just have to become famous and then do something.
Right.
Whether it's stand-up or DJing where people are paid to see you.
How did she get famous, Ronson?
Her father's famous.
He's in Foreigner or something.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, she, by the way, looks smoking hot.
Lindsay Lohan, yeah.
She was wearing a no bra with like a tank top, looked smoking. And his other girl looks, like a dude. But it's a full-on couple. They were like all over each other.
Oh, really? You saw them making out?
Well, holding hands.
Do you think it's possible that she was a closeted lesbian and that she was so upset with her life and that she really was, couldn't figure things out. And now maybe she'll be able to straighten her life out now that she's out of the closet and realizing who she is.
I don't think women, especially in this generation, have those kind of stigmas about that kind of sort.
It's true. Women see this. It's just kind of open. They kind of flow. Like Anne Heche, it turned her career around. It could work for Lindsay.
All right.
Well, you got to date somebody much more famous than this Ronson chick.
Right.
I think she's getting more out of it than Lindsay.
Like Artie Lang.
There you go.
I'd fuck her in a heartbeat.
Also in the news. Yeah. Now, you wonder why...
I want to fuck the mother. That's
why I have things in perspective.
Her, and I want to fuck that Spitzer hooker. I swear to Christ. She's at the Jersey Shore all the time.
You haven't run into her?
I am now... I want to use this radio, and I'm sorry, Howard. I want to use this radio for one thing. She's always at the Jersey Shore, that broad, that Spitzer whore. I'm telling you right now, I want to fuck her. I will pay her rate. I'll double it. I got a beautiful home.
She is hot.
Yes. There goes the merger.
Listen, I got a pool. It's heated. You come over. I'll deal with all your hip-hop bullshit. I'll listen to your stories about how you were going to go to college.
And the governor kept his socks on.
I want to face fuck the shit out of you.
There was an article in the paper that she's hooking in with David Kreef. And,
is she really?
They're pitching a reality show of some kind.
Is that true?
Or they're pitching some television show.
David Kreef. I bet David Kreef is going, it's going to be hot, is it? It's going to be hot. Just
right, what else do you have, Robin? Go
Joey
on.
Butterfruit.
It's just getting late.
Well, I was just saying, you say, oh, Robin, you must be all upset. You're putting on a brave face. But this weekend, I was reading that book, The Last Lecture.
Yes.
And, nothing in my life compares to the kind of agony his family is going through. This was a Carnegie Mellon professor who was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. Right. He just got married. He's been married for 8 years. He has a 1-year-old, I think a 3-year-old, and a 5-year-old. And the wife was the love of his life. And they discovered that he had less than a year to live. And then he gave this lecture to a group about having, knowing that you're going to die and what you want your legacy to be. And it wound up being a book, and he's been on the Oprah Winfrey Show. And
I saw the guy, yeah.
And he died.
Wow.
So they're now commemorating his death with flags flying at half staff at Carnegie Mellon University. And, and the publisher's throwing the biggest party in the history of publishing. Right.